So Not Okay, I think, was the one we got the most playful with, really cheeky with what we could do with sounds. The others, what we would do in the room was like, oh, I need a piano. Great, here's a piano. Oh, let's get a white noise. Here's a white noise. With this, I think we made some more liberal choices with things and gave it what I would call like the iconic sounds of the thing. The demo that I originally turned in, it's fun, but it's a little more restrained than the final product. It started like this.
18 with a hammer at my senior prom, ripping couches in the basement of a country club. That was days, man, I got it all together. Most days, though, I'm just trying to get better.
Simple.
Everybody's got that something.
And then
Can't fix with love or money.
just a banjo for some reason, because when I wrote the song, there was a banjo in the room and I thought, that's weird, let's put a banjo on it. That sounds like a weird instrument. But the first thing that we did was replace that with a sitar, and I'll demonstrate that. But really quick, just a few things going on in the drums that I think are fun. Snare. Sampled for my drummer. Mixed with this little bit of little clap. This hi-hat is sampled from a drum kit played through a 4-track Tascam tape recorder, like the one that I started recording on when I was about 10. You probably owned one of these at some point.
Still got one.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. They're great. And you can just really crunch drum sounds through that. And then a cleaner open hat. And then this sample I took. In the demo, there was something, Todd Clark, who I made the demo with, had a sample of a guy just saying 1 at the top of each measure, and it was cool, but I wanted to just give it a personal touch, so this is my voice just filtered and like digitized a bit at the top of each measure. 1. This is very like Emperor Palpatine, just 1. Nothing super special there going on, but when it all comes together, you've got this nice, really big sound happening. And then all of those drum fills are doubled with a guitar feedback like this. It just gives everything this really iconic snare roll to me. Now, the really cool part of this song first is this acoustic guitar.
Exterminate.
I remember, yeah, we were like, so what we used was this tape recorder. Jamie, you know way more about this one than I do, so I'm going to let you...
Look, I mean, I first discovered this looking at shit that Sean Everett had done on the Alabama Shakes record with Blake Mills. And then when I interviewed Sean for the pod that I do, he had one and I was talking with him and I was like, how good are they, Sean? He's like, oh yeah, they're crazy. I can't live without it. So I was like, all right, I've just found one. And sure enough, they're just brutal. The effects are brutal. Everything about them is really hard and intense. When you want an effect, you really hear the effect. So like this is it doing like a shaky, something like that. What we use.
Exterminate!
Yeah, so you just get that.
It's very sci-fi.
It's like a tremolo, rotary. All the effects are, just like kid style. Like, you want an effect? Here you go, son.
Now, what was cool about this, too, was that the guitar you hear on the record, it's obviously an acoustic guitar, so I'm not doing it exactly, but this whole thing, we mic'd an acoustic guitar and put the microphone through this thing and then recorded the output signal of this cassette tape recorder. So the sound that you hear in there, the really warbly, I can't ever undo that. That's just what the guitar sounds like. So it's very...
committed.
It's very committed. We did a similar thing with the vocal, actually, that I'm just thinking about now. And it's only in one moment of the thing. And this song was the only one we didn't do on the SM7. We did this on a Sennheiser 441, like a pencil mic, very thin. And we did this live capture thing of a tape delay here at the end of the pre-chorus that also I can never undo. This is just how it sounds.
Some days, man, I got it all together. Most days, though, I'm just trying to get better.
That's the dry vocal, but then we did a take here that is just washed like this.
Most days, though, I'm just trying to get better.
And we just like let the delay run wild. Now, the really fun part of this song that I still get caught up in, I think is the coolest thing I've put on record. The banjo line that was on the original song, when Jamie and I started working, he had this lovely sitar.
Basically, I heard it as sitar, and you were open enough to give it a go.
Well, I've always wanted to have a... I mean, I don't want to turn down the excuse to play that when you go...
Go on.
So I'm like... Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and we've got the chords just doubled out like that. Everybody's got that something can fix with love and money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just a couple keyboard things. So one thing we've got going on during the chorus is this Jupiter that we set to just have a nice little warble thing like this. It's a little bit longer on the record, but to double the sound today, this is as close we're probably gonna get. It's just really kind of wonky, very, very fun house vibes. Like everybody's got that something we can't fix with love or money. It's crazy. Double that with this Oberheim, basically really just doing an organ. Single notes, I just did roots and spread it across. And then I would pull... So I would do one high and do one low. I just kind of made a point to make the wobbles of them very different so that it felt crazy, it felt like the thing wasn't contained. And it just feels very alternative, and I really liked it. And, yeah, I don't know, that's not okay.